Oh, it's so cold. I'm working until late again today. My name is Ren Yamada, 34 years old. I'm an office worker, enslaved by my incompetent boss. Today, as usual, I slayed off and worked overtime. It's now 11 p.m., and I'm walking home alone on a snowy road. It's cold outside, but the coldest thing is my heart, and this beautiful woman in a very thin dress running towards me. And on top of that, she's bare feet. What the hell happened to her? Oh, could she be the mystical snow woman? Such a thought crossed my tired mind, but I reflexively called out to the woman. What are you doing dressed like that? Are you alright?
Oh, excuse me. I know it's sudden, but I have a favor to ask you.
Huh?
I will definitely repay you for this favor. So, could you lend me 30,000 yen?
Okay. You don't have to pay me back.
What? No! I will definitely pay you back.
I think to myself that it must be rare for someone to give money to a stranger like this without asking why. But she looks like she's in trouble, and looks like she was crying. I can't leave her alone. Maybe I subconsciously wanted to help someone because I was being called incompetent on a daily basis. Here, take this too. You're going to catch a cold dressed like that.
Thank you.
The woman asked me my name and what company I worked for, and then just told me her name was Anna Inukai. And then she ran off, seemingly in a rush. I'm glad I could be of help. I started walking home again, feeling refreshed and a little relieved. A few months after meeting the mysterious lady Anna, I collapsed from overwork and got hospitalized. At last, well, it was bound to happen, wasn't it? I was so exhausted both mentally and physically that it didn't surprise me. I can only call him uncompetent boss in my mind, but his name is Kirino. Even though I thought that his name, meaning deep fog in Japanese, reflected his personality very well. I could obviously never say that to him, and I've always been his dog. Hey Yamada, I want all this done today. Ugh, I can't do this by myself. No, I'm telling you, don't even think about getting someone to help you. When I was young, he always said that. I had always wanted to say, so what? But I could never bring myself to say it. Because my days had been like that, I was a lot relieved to be in a situation like this, where I could collapse from overwork and get out of the workplace, even if only temporarily. I'm sorry for the trouble I've caused for the company, but I can't believe how much brighter the world is now that I don't have to see Kirino. I almost even wanted to stay here for the rest of my life.
Excuse me. Ren Yamada-san, right?
You're from back then. Why are you here? The one who opened the door and came in was Anna, the mysterious beautiful woman I bumped into on my way home at night a few months ago.
Well, I've come to return the favor. Thank you for saving me back then.
Well, there's no loom here.
I'm not a crane that returns favor using a loom like in a Japanese myth. I'm a human. I called your company to repay you for what you did for me that day. And I heard you collapsed and were hospitalized here.
Ah, I see. Well, I'm quite pathetic, ain't I?
That's not true. Even though you were in such a difficult situation, you saved me that day without hesitation.
That was just for self-satisfaction when I think about it. So, don't worry about it. You didn't catch a cold back then.
No. Thanks to you, I was fine. I brought you back your jacket you lent me that day.
I made you do a lot of things in return, haven't I?
No! I only came here because I wanted to. And here, the 30,000 yen I borrowed that day. Thank you very much.
You didn't have to pay me back, but thank you.
If you don't mind, is it okay if I come visit you once in a while from now on?
Huh? Oh, that's fine. But you don't have to, okay? Anna said she would definitely come back again, and left with a smile on her face. Anna, who had said she wanted to visit me once in a while, ended up coming to visit me every day after that.
Hello, Ren.
Anna, you came today, hey. I'm sorry for making you come.
Don't apologize. I do it because I want to.
Anna told me a bit about herself. She said that after that snowy night, she has started her own business. Apparently, it's a company that supports women's independence. She was going straight ahead with what she wanted to do, and she looked so dazzling to me. I, who have not had as glorious life as Anna, had also started to talk a little bit about myself. I lost my parents early in my life. I have no relatives or no one to depend on.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's why I'm really grateful to you, Anna. Thank you for coming to see me every day, even though we've only met recently. I'm already 34. Maybe I can continue to live on my own. But still, I felt lonely that I had no one I could rely on in case of emergencies. Anna?
I didn't know that you lost your parents. Oh no.
You don't have to cry so much.
I'm not crying. There's just something in my eyes.
The amount of tears you're shedding can't be from some dust in your eyes.
I've decided. I'll take care of you.
What? What made you think that way?
I'm returning you the favor. Oh, I'm still not a crane though.
I know, but I feel bad.
Don't be. I feel good about it.
Really?
Shall I give you a sponge bath to begin with?
That's not something you do to begin with, is it?
I'm not embarrassed at all.
You look clearly embarrassed. I'm not injured or anything, so I can do it by myself.
Well then, I'll sleep beside you.
What are you trying to take care of?
Well, I thought you might be feeling lonely sleeping alone every day.
I'm not a baby. I can't sleep alone.
Well, that's too bad.
Why too bad? Anna is a little weird like this, but thanks to her, I was able to spend my time in the hospital without getting bored. For someone who just started her own business, there were some things that surprised me, such as the fact that her get-well gift were expensive fruits. But she smiled and said that her business was going well. At first, I wanted to stay here so I wouldn't have to see my incompetent boss, but now I wish I could stay for another reason. I wish this life could go on. I knew it was inappropriate thinking, but I have come to think that way. On the day I was getting discharged from the hospital, Anna had come to the hospital on time for my discharge.
Congratulations on your discharge from the hospital, Ren!
Thank you, Anna. By the way, what's with that luggage?
I've always admired to be a runaway girl.
That's a strange admiration.
It's a joke. I wanted to repay you more.
Repay? You've already done enough of that, though.
It's not enough. If you don't mind, may I go to your house together?
What? She asked me with a serious expression on her face, so I decided to go home with her. On the way home, we stopped at the supermarket, and she tried to put some expensive meat in the basket, so I tried hard to stop her. I was often puzzled by how well off Anna was, but I didn't try to find out why, seeing her laugh so innocently. I really can't believe she has just started her own business. I'm not sure if the 30,000 yen I lent her back then was really necessary. Well, but Anna wouldn't borrow money for no reason. I went to the kitchen to see if there was anything I could do, and Anna was having fun cooking. Anna, is there anything I can help?
You could have just relaxed without worrying about it. Well then, can I ask you to put out the dishes?
Of course. I'll prepare them. By the way, you seem to enjoy cooking a lot. Do you like to cook?
Well, I don't dislike it, but it's not that I like it. I'm just so happy to be able to serve you my home-cooked meal.
She's too cute. Thank you. I'm happy too. We started to let out an air of a newlywed couple, and I felt awkward about it and returned to the living room. Then we had dinner together and had a peaceful time. Anna, this is so delicious.
I'm so happy. I'm glad you like it, Ren.
I had lost my parents when I was young, so it had been a while since I had dinner with someone else, and that alone made me happy. I wish days like this could go on forever. Is that too much of an ask? And finally, the morning of the day I was to return to work, I left home a little early with heavy feet. It was a nice spring day, and cherry blossoms were in full bloom. But I felt gloomy. Oh no, it's because I've been with Anna all these days. No, you look familiar. You've been on vacation for quite a long time, huh, Yamada? This guy. I was an idiot to think things would get a little better. I'm sorry for the trouble I've caused you. There's a lot of work to do because you weren't here. Pull yourself together. As I could only clench my fist in frustration, I heard a pleasant voice from across the rows of cherry trees.
Ren!
Oh, Anna?
Ren, I'm so glad! I forgot to give you your lunchbox.
What? You didn't have to bring it all the way here. Sorry. While we were having this exchange, Kirino suddenly started talking in a loud voice. Look, what's going on? Uh-huh. Why are you with the daughter of the president of a big conglomerate? A big conglomerate? The daughter of the president? I don't know anything about this. I knew nothing about her, but she politely explained to me that she was the daughter of the president of the Love Koi Group and that it had a very close relationship with our company.
Ren, I'm sorry I never told you.
As she suddenly told me the truth, she smiled gently and held out her hand to me. When I was looking at Anna running toward me, I suddenly remembered about it was on this very road that we had met.
That snowy day I met you on this road and you saved me. Now it's my turn to help you.
Save me? Why is Inukai-san here?
It's been a while, Kirino-san. I heard a rumor that you are not very kind to your subordinates. I wonder if you have any idea.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
You don't have to apologize to me. Isn't there someone else you should apologize to?
Oh, I'm sorry, Yamada. I was relying on you a little too much. That was a quick change.
I will report this to my father. I have no further use for an incompetent dog like you. So please excuse me.
Wait, please, Inukai-san! Anna said that to Kirino and walked away, pulling my hand.
Let's go, Ren.
Oh, okay. I heard Kirino's desperate voice behind me, but I dared not to look back. After walking for a little while, we stopped under a cherry tree. There were so many questions I wanted to ask her, but I didn't know where to start, so I stayed quiet. Then, Anna started talking to me.
Ren, I'm sorry I didn't tell you who I am.
No, don't worry about that. I sure was surprised, but...
You were, weren't you? When you think back to the time we met, you wouldn't have guessed that my family owned a big conglomerate, would you? Ugh, I could finally tell you! It feels so good!
Anna sincerely looked relieved, and she looked beautiful looking up at the cherry blossoms. Anna, I'm really sorry you did that for me earlier. I couldn't say anything back to him for a long time. But you're amazing, Anna.
What are you talking about? You're far more amazing than me. That day you lent me, a complete stranger, 30,000 yen and a jacket. Not anyone can do that. Thank you very much. I wanted to start my own business and become independent, so I selfishly asked my father to let me live alone. But on that snowy day, I got a call from someone from the group that my father had collapsed, so I was freaking out. I ran out of the house in my loungewear without even putting my shoes on. I didn't even have my wallet with me. So dumb, huh? I was going to run to the hospital where my father was taken, but it was snowing and my feet were cold. I couldn't get a cab either. Thinking back, I could have paid the cab after I got to the hospital or something, but I was so panicked that I didn't even think of that. That's when I met you. Thanks to you, I was able to take a cab to my father's hospital, which was far away. Ren, I thought you were so cool for being able to help others even when you were having difficult times yourself. If someone was shivering in the cold, you would put a jacket on that person in front of you, even if you were cold yourself. I love you for being such a kind person. Will you go out with me, officially?
Amidst the dancing cherry blossoms, I felt my lonely, frozen heart melt away at her smile that was directed only to me. Anna, thank you. I love you too, Anna. I think you're wonderful for caring about your father so much. So much so that you started running without thinking ahead. I also think how you're supporting other women with your business is really cool and heartwarming. On the other hand, I don't think I was being cool for hating the environment I was in and gave up on changing it. Little by little, I'll become a man worthy of you, Anna. Will you stay together with me? And so we officially started living together. After a while, I quit my job and started helping Anna with her business. As for Kirino, I heard he got demoted after the company found out about his power harassment against me. From now on, together with Anna, we'll always remember to help others without asking for anything in return.